Hello, this would be a video for one of my subscribers who like to tune up playback and recording heads on the 3-head deck, and he has only mirror cassette and Azimuth cassette. So here I will show you how to properly tune it up. So see, it's a proper position, and in this position you see how deep head goes into the shell. This is important, and you see that it sits in parallel here, and if you see, there is no skews on the tape, so it goes smoothly. So tilt is proper, and you see that there is no any skews on the tape. Okay, let's destroy it. So let's get to the position when my customer experienced an issue without improper recording on one side. So let's change it. So I will be changing, sorry, probably have to change a little bit the camera angle and the light. Okay, let's change the angle. So I will be changing the tilt, and I will be changing the height. I will change the tilt again. And let me show what would happen. So I will rewind to the clear tape. So now if you may see, we still don't have any skew, so our tilt is more or less okay, but we have a head sits a little bit higher than needed, because the head should go, recording piece should go just on the edge of the tape. So we will change the height a little bit lower. You see, we get it, and now we need to change azimuth, so our playback head would be on the same line as the recording head. So I will unscrew azimuth a little bit. Okay, it's stabilized, and I need to reduce our height a little bit more. Let's do it like as worse as it can be. Okay. And let's straighten up the tape a little bit. Okay, so what you may see here, you may see that our head gets closer to the shell. You see the opening here is getting smaller, and when we will hit play, it almost will hit the tape, and you see that our head goes deep inside into the tape. Even if it's either like we can adjust the tilt a little bit, like there is almost no any skews, like everything is fine. At the same time, head sits too deep into the shell. This would mean that you may get a nice recording on one side and pretty bad recording on the other side. Let me demonstrate this. I'm just like would not be setting up azimuth and everything around it, just to demonstrate what would happen in the calibration mode. So I hope you would be able to see it. So I'm starting calibration. I'm starting recording on one side. Oops, levels are not there. Okay. See, one side is recording, is playing, we can adjust level, adjust bias, everything looks to be fine. Now, if I will switch to the other side of the tape, you see here that in the tape shell you see a spring and a piece which holds tape straight, and this, if you go too deep into the shell, may play not in a parallel. In this case, oh sorry, wrong side. In this case, we may see a pretty ridiculous thing. Like we will see, or I get it pretty well actually. But what I've been observing when levels was jumping like a crazy on the other side, and that's where like this may be not a pleasant surprise for you. No, I just get it. You see, it's still like recording, but on different tapes it may produce a very different results. I mean, like you can get like that. It will be jumping. On one side you will have it stable, on the other side it will jump like crazy, your calibration, and this would be a bad solution, right? So let's check other side. This is still like recording well. Yeah, it's now jumping again, you see? So how to set it up right if you don't have lots or many tools? So we will load a mirror cassette. You may use your other decks to check your position for the head, how deep it should go. Like for example, by other decks I can see that it goes around 4 millimeters deep. In this case it's like 6, almost 6 millimeters deep. So what I would do, first of all, I will scroll to the beginning of the clear tape to see my heads. Let me probably move it closer. So you would see it better. Okay. Now, you see head, you see everything. What I will do, I would lower both tilt and haze screws, tighten them up. This would give me option that my head would not go too deep into the shell. At the same time, haze will be in place. You see? And we need to correct azimuth a little bit. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see pretty well, but a couple things to mention. First of all, you should see that your clear path goes on the bottom of the recording and playback headpiece. See? And it should go in a parallel. Also, if you see, there shouldn't be any skewing due to tilt. So that's where your tilt will go in play. I'm sorry, it's not very good. I can see it, but you can see like on the light going from side to make sure that your head would go straight. When you will, any movement will not skew the tape. I know it's not proper, better to use gauge, but we agree that we will be tuning it without using any other tools. Okay, it's pretty close, I believe now. Let me check it closer. Yeah, I believe it sits pretty well. And if you will run play, it goes straight and smooth without any issues in a parallel to the heads. There is no skews, everything is fine. Next piece, we have height and we have tilt. We need to get proper azimuth. That's where I will be using azimuth cassette. So I will start playing it. I believe it's time to remove the stand for the phone. Okay. Come on. So there is our tape. I'll start playing, and we may see azimuth not very good. So let's set it up. What I would mention. First of all, we need to go and see if find a maximum points. You see, I'll go one direction, other direction. Don't be afraid. This may be a wrong azimuth. It's still an azimuth, but it's wrong. You should go left and right unless you find the maximum point. And on maximum point, that's where you should be setting your azimuth. So next piece would be check recording azimuth. Let's put tape in. Just levels. First for low frequency, it's a bit off. Let's do a high frequency test. Yeah, see, it's the same. So I believe we did a good job here. However, I would not stop on that. I will do a couple iterations to make sure that everything is fine. Record on different tapes, record on each side of the tape to make sure that my recording can be played well on other tape decks and so on. That's what you can do if you don't have enough tools, really. So we used just mirror cassette and Azimuth cassette to make this happen. I still believe that head needs to be lowered a little bit. So I still will work on this deck and make it perfect, but you got the idea. I hope this will help you in your endeavor. Thank you a lot and have a great day. This is part is for skeptics. So it's finally tuned deck. You see the head, how it should be aligned on the clear path. You see? So tapes, both heads should be in parallel and edges should be pretty close. Here is how head sits. So playback mode, you see, it gets into like 4 mm deep. Tape goes straight. So tilt is there. Okay. Changing tape for the Azimuth tape. Here is recording Azimuth. So low frequency playback. So here is on low frequency. It's 8 kHz. Let's go to 15. And it's on 15 kHz, lower levels, minus 20 decibel. And let's do some recording. Side A, tape TDK SA. Okay, let's do recording. So it's a source. It's a little bit off. Let me adjust it to make it even. It's not too easy with one hand. So that is exactly minus 120. Okay. Make it precise. Start recording. But this shell face is a little bit off. We are recording. Power levels almost there. Probably would need another a little bit of adjustments. And let's do other side. Recording. Yeah, this side is worse. So let me return back with some adjustments. It will be really minimal. Just a bit of screw.